Hi guys, it is Connor with the Graded Gem, and oh, what is this? This is something incredibly special, sent in by Marcus, otherwise known as Gyarados501 on Instagram, and it is so valuable. It's even got its own plastic sleeve, and for this card, I really don't mind. What an extraordinary card to come in via Graded Gem. I really trust him. Well, I really thank him for the trust he's shown in the service. We're looking at an 8-9 candidate. I don't think he will mind me saying that. But I think we are both hopeful on the 9. I mean, it could be a 9, couldn't it? It really could be. The front is 10 worthy, in my opinion. You've got no scratches on the holofoil. The front is so clean. And I hope you won't mind me saying as well, he did this for a trade, for a legendary collection booster box. And just really cool to end the process, hopefully, with that top grade that he wants. So thank you, Marcus, for trusting us, and what a way to start the video. And from one Charizard to the next, this comes in from James, just the Charizard base edition this time around. Sorry, James, to burst your bubble to start off with a first edition and then to bring you in next, but still an absolutely amazing card. And one that obviously, as a child, we all chased this card, didn't we, for our collections? So yeah, good luck with this submission, James. Now we move on to Charlie, otherwise known as Little Go on Instagram. Definitely go and check that out. Hopefully by now I would have learned how to Instagram in the names properly. Tom did a little upgrade for me, and I've got to say, I don't know what you guys think, but I think he looks really clear. I think he looks professional as well, which is something we're trying to bring over on Graded Gem. Just so, it's about confidence, isn't it? That you're going to get your cards back, the same cards, in the same minty condition that you sent them in. And yeah, I really like the Instagram handles that have been implemented. Washrotom, Ultra Prism, of course, let us know your thoughts. Would be interesting to hear. Have had some positive feedback so far. We got the Heatram from Ultra Prism. We got a Gumshoes here from Ultra Prism. Sorry, Charlie, for just talking over your cards. They are still very cool indeed. We got the Pikachu, the SM157. Now we move on to some Japanese cards, and mainly the Eevee Poncho promos. So you've got the Eevee Vaporeon, the Eevee Jolteon, the Eevee Flareon, the Eevee Espeon. I nearly said Eevee then. Now that would be a weird thing. Eevee Umbreon, Leafeon, Glaceon. Look at this. This is really testing my knowledge, isn't it? Sylveon. And then I will stop there. So then we have these really cool full art trainers from, I think these are Ultra Shiny GX. I believe they are. I really hope they are. Yes, of course they are. And then we got a Leafeon and an Espeon GX as well, which should be gaining the 10 grades. So thank you very much, Charlie. I think this is your second or third submission. So best of luck with this lot of cards. Now move on to a new sender from Graded Gem, and that is Sean. Sean has sent in some absolutely crazy, not hyper rare, like actually hyper rare, Japanese cards. Adorable artworks, the Dragonair and the Dragonite. Absolutely beautiful. Then we got some Victory Medal promos. A winner, very recognisable indeed. A couple of them, I remember sending off this XYP promo, the medal, I can't remember the name for it is exactly. We got the Lux Ray, I will of course know exactly what it is when I'm inputting it into PSA. That is the drill. We do the videos first, and then we do the inputting, just to make sure we can get it out as quickly as possible. You guys will know, also get an email about when FedEx are picking this up. It looks like it's going to be Thursday morning, just because you've sent in so many. You've kept me very busy over the last few days. I am going as quick as I can. That's why we had more than a stand-in. Tom, at Baseset Tom, do the first video, and by the looks of it, you all enjoyed that video, so I don't even know why I'm doing this myself. I got EX. Beautiful Ashes Trico there. I love how he's just in the background, Trico looking menacing, and then of course you've got the little icon at the bottom as well. Absolutely stunning. What is that? Goji berries by the looks of it. Again, this is also one that I actually came over and showed Tom. The Asses Greninja EX, perfect card. Very, very cool looking dude there. How cool is that with his guitar? Slowpoke. This is the Japanese promo. It's not the CD promo. So we need to sort that one out, just like the Eevee. So they are at the moment Labelling the Eevee correctly, but they're not doing it with the Mewtwo because there is no difference basically. But he has shown me proof that it is his, and it has come that way. We had another similar problem with Italian Dragonite, but I will try and sort both of those out. At the moment, that's just a PSA thing, and there's not a load I can do about it. But I will label correctly, in the hope that we get them back labelled that way. Some more victory medals, of course. Absolutely stunning. Evolution Empire, if I haven't mentioned it before, it'll obviously be on that Instagram tag at the start of this. Definitely go and give a follow. Got some stunning cards. Actually, these are probably my favourite. You've got the Meiji Golds, you've got the Lugia, the Pikachu, looking very happy indeed. The Togepi, exactly the same. These Meiji Golds do look very positive and proactive and happy, don't they? The Chikorita, Cyndaquil maybe a bit less so. And an Elekid as well. As soon as I say that, there we go. Marill brings it back, very happy. Blissey, I really love these cards, I've got to say. I really think if you have got these, think about grading them. Obviously, I prefer use graded gem, but I mean, if you don't, no worries. Just think about grading them. If they're good condition, if they're minty condition, definitely do it. Definitely. Mr. Mime and Stantler. And then to end it all, we've got a beautiful Pikachu and Jigglypuff promos. Aren't they stunning? Very stunning indeed. Look at that. Faded promo. Very cool. Yes, thank you, Evolution Empire. Really do. Or Sean, really do appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for trusting us with this many cards on your first send-off. A lot of people just send in 10 and work from there, but you've just gone full in and sent 60 plus cards. So thank you very much. Jamie is next. So Jamie contacted me earlier in the month about sending 30 cards, and that is exactly what he sent. So we got a Blue Eyes White Dragon to start. Then we move into the Misty Seadra. It's so awkward actually hanging over. Give me a second. Let's move them there. That makes total more sense. Another pre-release Misty Seadra. Dark Gyarados and another one of them. Stunning cards. Charizard EX. Can't go wrong with that, can you? From Generations. Pikachu, exactly the same. Generations is such a beautiful set. It's just a shame they overprinted it so much. Dustmane Necrozma from Ultra Prism. Some more Ultra Prism promos. Lucario. Then we've got Gumshoos. Heatran. Was it Charlie that also sent in quite a few of these? The Wash Rotom. Zoroark GX. And the Mewtwo GX from Shining Legends. Then we move into Shining. We see so much Shining Legends from every submission since it's been released. It's mad. Shining Volcanion twice. Virizion from Lost Thunder. Charizard EX. Blastoise EX. I really love this Blastoise EX with the Gyarados, the Vaporeon. I think it's got so much going for it, that artwork. The Venusaur with the Cypher and the Vileplume, of course, is a beauty. And I can't say this last but not least, we've also got the Jolteon Pikachu and Electabuzz on the Pikachu EX card. So thank you, Jamie. Really do appreciate you sending with us. And yeah, let's try and get as many gems as possible. Now we move on to a Salgaleo GX from Zachariah. I do apologise if I am butchering the pronunciation of your name. Do send me an email and tell me off. But I tell you what, I won't tell you off about. Look at this. Absolutely stunning from Ultra Prism. And I tell you what, it is a gem contender. Looks absolutely beautiful. So congratulations, by the looks of it, a pack pulling this card. And yeah, thanks for using Graded Gem. Now we move on to Boris. No, not that one. We have got Boris, and he's sent in Gyarados first edition from base. Blastoise Team Rocket first edition. Dark Charizard. It's been interesting to see the price of this move quite a bit very recently. I'm talking about the PSA 10 edition. Another beautiful Blanche Charizard. I need this card, guys. I really do. I'm not even a Charizard collector. I just end up with loads of Charizards, which I do like because they're just epic cards. Giovanni's Mashup, Giovanni's Nidoking, Koga's Ditto from Gym Challenge, and then we finish off with, of course, the screen promos, the Psyduck and the Rowlet. So thank you very much, Boris. Now we move on to Alex. Alex has been waiting very patiently. He sent in 50 cards right at the start of the month. So he just missed out on the deadline before, although he did send last month as well. It's crazy how many cards you're sending in. I really do appreciate it. You got your Blastoise. Again, I think these are from your own collection that you've decided to grade, because obviously the condition of these aren't great. but I have told you that, and you have just said, no, I want to send them in. I want them to be encapsulated, and that is exactly a service we will provide. So you've got the Pokemon Flute, the Pokedex, a beautiful Jolteon from Jungle, Snorlax, Butterfree, and what you will notice is, oh, look at that. That focuses so well. The first edition with the D error, the Dodrio first edition, Fearow, Nidorina. If you know Tom, I will say this, he has bought a new camera, so hopefully you can tell the difference. And I tell you what I can tell the difference in straight away is the focusing. It is so quick. Camera lens, I should say, so going to tell me off if he listens to that. The Weeping Bell, and yeah, it's a really cool piece of kit. Mankey, Meowth, and I'm not really even into my cameras. Rhyhorn. Sorry, I keep doing this. I keep going on little tandems, don't I? Dragonite first edition, Fossil. Then you got your Cloyster. Your Graveler is up next, and the Omastar. Geodude punching through some rock. Kabuto looking very menacing. Krabby trying to look at his claws. What the hell is that? Slowpoke in the middle of literally nowhere. I didn't realise Slowpoke was a desert Pokemon. Dark Alakazam, first edition Team Rocket. Dark Blastoise with the Hydro Pump. Dark Flareon engulfed in flames. Grimer, not the Japanese version where he is unfortunately looking up the girl's skirt, but the corrected version when he's just looking a bit, where am I, coming out of there, the drain pipe. Charizard base set 2, this one, as you can probably tell, is very beat up. I'm not going to lie, I would really love it if it come back a 1, not because I don't want Alex to grade well, but I mean 1, PSA 1 are so cool. Rocket Cypher, very cool card again. Blaine's Growlithe, Gym Heroes, Brock's Geodude. I really, really like the Gym Uncommons, Commons and Rares. And it's a shame they're not more popular, like the Neo Destiny, Dark and Light. I really love these cards. Brock's Sandshrew. Wow. Brock's Vulpix, LT Surge's Magnemite. And then, okay, no, we do have some more Pokemon. Just a Grass Energy there. Unknown from Neo Destiny. And then last but not least, we have an original Japanese base set Charizard. So yeah, thank you very much to Alex. Beautiful set of cards, I'm sure everyone will agree. Now we move on to Elliot. Elliot, I've been chatting to you quite a bit on Instagram, haven't I? And this is Gibson Collectibles. So we start off with Pikachu. Again, one that's waited a long time to hit the deadline. So we got this beautiful Pikachu and Mimikyu. SM162. Really interesting to see how they grade. I think there's definitely going to be market value in them. Because obviously, they're two very popular Pokemon. And they are very more popular when they are together. Shining Gyarados Unlimited. Shining Magikarp Unlimited. We did pre-grade these as well, didn't we? Oh, I have a gulp. Because whenever I pre-grade, I'm always worried they're going to come back worse. And then that just leads to a bit of disappointment. But we've all been there. If you have graded with us or with anyone else, or I've graded for myself, we've all been there when we've just had results that aren't as good as we wanted them to be. Mario Pikachu, just a part of the game, unfortunately. Luckily, we do have parts of the game where it is the opposite and we get better grades than we expect. And that is what we all hope for. We all have our fingers crossed for. Pikachu promo again, Moltres promo. I really like these. I knew they were going to be together. The legendary birds, stunners to me, absolutely stunners. Pikachu again, SM promo, very chill. We got the Vulpix. I think these are all, yeah, these are all sequential. So 2, 3, 4, 5, absolutely beautiful looking together. All very chill artworks, aren't they? Very chill. Yes. So thank you very much, Elliot, and we'll get these off as soon as possible for you. Now we move on to Stephen. You know what I've just noticed? Stephen again has waited a long time for the deadline. And I've just noticed why basically the part 1 has been the cards that have come in more sooner. And part 2, the one I'm making you wait for even longer for, because we thought we'd best to split the videos up because there's so many. And guys, I really do appreciate it. It's really cool seeing the service grow and a lot of you being involved with it for such a long time as well. And also the newcomers just coming into it. I really hope you enjoy the experience with it. We are trying to make it better all the time, and the videos are definitely part of that. Anyway, back to Stephen. Again, patiently waited for his deadline. He was expecting his video and he didn't get it in part 1. I do apologise to all you guys actually. You're having to wait that a little bit longer. That doesn't mean there'll be any difference. All these cards are going out together. Very clear on that. I would never do that unless you get the private service, in which case I have to turn around as quickly as possible. That is a demand. But on the general deadline, everyone's cards go at the same time, no matter what. This time we have got enough cards as well. I will mention it later with Tyson. We've got enough cards to send. Look at that. Sorry. Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. Stunner. Absolute stunner. Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. We have got enough cards just for a Yu-Gi-Oh! Send-off, which I think might help with the grading of the cards, because you've got no Dragon Ball Z, no Pokemon, no Japanese Pokemon, no tops to worry about. The grader can just focus on the quality of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. And wow. Absolutely wow. Star Eater. Stunner. Absolute stunner, Stephen. Blue Eyes White Dragon. These are really cool. Really cool. You've sent in some amazing artworks. Dark Arm Dragon. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Jump promo. Then we've got the Game Boy promos. We seem to be sending a lot of them. My apologies. Winged Dragon of Ra. Bliss Tormentor. Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. This camera is so good. It's even picking up like you see it. It's incredible. Mystic Elf. Star Eater again. That ghost. I think it's actually picking it up better than my eye. I don't know what that says about my eyes. Harpy's Pet Dragon. Baby Dragon. Time Wizard. I remember I had loads of these back in the day. We got the Jump promo. Dark Magician. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Dark Magician of Chaos. Needleworm. Hello. Trihorn Dragon. Wow. Hello. That is an expensive card. Not going to get the 10 because of the whitening on the outside, but still expensive card. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Very powerful there. Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. Wow. It's like loads of fusions, isn't it? And then just the normal Blue Eyes White Dragon. And then the Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. I remember watching the Toon episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! On the TV shows when I was younger. Very cool indeed. Now we move on to GASPER, who sends in a load of Luka Doncic cards every time from Slovenia. And I did do a little bit of research, if you remember, in the last video where I told you more about him, plays for the Mavericks and stuff like that. It turns out he's up for Rookie of the Year, NBA Rookie of the Year, which is very cool. It was announced on Sky Sports literally 2 days ago. So I'm sure GASPER is incredibly happy about that. And maybe that's why he's sending in even more of his cards. Basically, 80% of his submission is of Luka Doncic. Is it Doncic or Donic? You've got the Real Madrid sponsored ones there. Obviously, I think we've got quite a few of them. So I'm just going to move forward on there. And also with the sports cards, it's really cool because you've got like career stats. So this is in the Euro League. So you've got career stats there. And sorry, so many of them. They must be very popular in Slovenia. I'd imagine he is the Ronaldo of Slovenia. You got Dallas Mavericks again, very cool prism effect. And then we move to something that I do know a bit better, which is football. So we got Lionel Messi, of course, stunning player. I'm sure we'll all agree. Let's be honest. Don't really get much better than him in football. There we go. There's a different artwork of obviously a very young Messi there. He does look young in these cards, doesn't he? There we go. That's one maybe a bit more up to date. He's probably still a bit younger there, though. The Prism Argentina. I'd imagine that came up with the FIFA World Cup in Brazil, which is a few years ago now. Then we got Goran Dragic. Did he sign all of these cards? That's incredible. Really? Looks like he did. Got the signature on his cards there. Goran Dragic Rockets. Houston Rockets he's part of. Very cool indeed to have his signature on there. Congratulations on acquiring that. Goran Dragic again. On some more cards. Then we got Marko Milic, who plays for the Phoenix Suns. And then we go back to Donic himself. And yeah, a load of cards again. GASPER, so thank you very much for sending in. I think it's 51 cards you sent in the end. And it just varies up the video a bit. I'm sure everyone would agree. On to Joe, otherwise known as Pokemon Sphere on Instagram. Sent a very cool Venusaur. We do love these cards. They are incredibly delicate. You have to be really careful when placing them in. And then he sent in these tiny little Charizard. I'm really hoping they're going to accept this art box, but I believe they have done some in the past. Harry Potter, they also have done some of these in the past. So I'm hoping they're going to accept that, the trading card game. And then, of course, they'll accept your Charizard. Then we got your Celebi Crystal. Very cool card indeed. Your Flareon EX from Generations. Psychic Energy Gold. Professor Elm's Lecture from Lost Thunder. Shining Lugia. And, of course, your Registeel from Artbox as well. Hopefully. I mean, is that going to... Oh, that's weird. I'm actually seeing something different to what the camera sees. Is that? Oh, there we go. There we go. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. So thanks as usual, Joe. We would have also seen him in the coin one, which is actually going to be shot later than this, but it's going to go out earlier for reasons that I cannot understand. Anyway, we are going to move on to our last sender of the submission, which is of course Tyson, who sent in a load of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and we're going to start off Yu-Gi-Oh and Stuff to Sell is his Instagram. Go and follow. Dark Paladin, which is going on the quicker turnaround. Blackluster Soldier, Better the Magnet Warrior, Karibo, Harpy Lady Sisters, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Exodia the Forbidden One. Look at all these cards, absolutely incredible. Jinzo is the one I picked out. It's probably one of the most valuable. Of course, you got the Dark Magician Girl, Gaia the Fierce Knight. I'm sure many Yu-Gi-Oh collectors at home are getting very, very excited to see these return. Hopefully we'll have loads of gems and mint 9s. I really am hoping so. Tyson's been a bit unlucky. Injection Fairy Lily with the recent send-offs, not getting the 10s. Hopefully we can change that this time around, especially with this entire Yu-Gi-Oh submission. I think it will just mean the grader can focus on just Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So I'm hoping that will have an effect. Skull Dice, Man-Eater Bug, Karibo again, and Buster Blader. But wait, there is more. We have got Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End. Just make sure they're stacked properly. Chaos Emperor Envoy of the End again, and again Exodia the Forbidden One. Lob 124 First Edition. Hello, that's an incredible card. And again, non-hollow, or I don't know how I'm going to write that down, but I'm sure I'll find out how. Red Eyes Black Dragon, Trapole, Gemini Elf, Celtic Guardian, Dark Mirror Force from Invasion of Chaos, Magic Ruler, and I love this card. This is the one I picked off as my favourite artwork from this submission, Lava Golem. Absolutely stunning. Marauding Captain, I will take that piece of tape off before it goes to PSA. Dark Ruler Hades, Rope of Life, Donzalug. Sometimes I just like reading out the cards. I hope you don't mind that, guys. Spear Dragon, and it's quite literally a Spear Dragon as well, isn't it? Imagine that, like just flying at you. You would just get speared. Another Gemini Elf, Tryon Dragon from Legend of Blue Eyes, and Gate Guardian as well to finish it off. So then, guys, that is everyone's submissions. And I will just end it again as I started it with this beautiful Charizard First Edition. Wow, hello. I'm really hoping for the 9 on this. Be very cool to show off to you all, guys. And a massive submission from everyone. Can't say how much I appreciate it more than anything. It's really cool how the service is growing. It's really cool how you guys are working with us. Yeah, and hopefully we're going to get you as many gems as possible. Right then, guys, you know what it's time for. That's right, the outro. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please like, hit that bell button, and go and follow our social media. Oh, and don't forget gradedgem.com. Thanks, guys.